Welcome to a typical day in the life of a solo traveler. As a solo budget traveler, one of the ways I like to save money while traveling is by preparing my own meals. This right here is a $5 bag of frozen pasta that I bought from the grocery store last night, and it gives me at least 2 to 3 servings of food. For $5, that sounds like a great deal to me.
So this is going to be on stove for 12 to 13 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to go downstairs and see if my room's ready.
I'm staying at the Sameson hostel located in the center of Banff, and a bed here per night costs $37, which is significantly cheaper than the average price of a hotel room here in this town.
And looks like my bed is ready. Taking this little guy right here. I've got all my stuff still just kind of sitting on the side of the bed. That's really the only thing when you're staying in hostels. You don't really have like a lot of storage. They do have some lockers here, which are usually very helpful, especially for someone like me who's traveling with a bunch of like expensive equipment. So I'm okay with like leaving my clothes out here and my shoes and stuff, but then for my cameras, my laptops, when I'm heading out, and if, let's say if I'm not taking my camera, so I always make sure that it's locked in here. This looks like it is almost done.
So I was just chatting with the girl who works at the front desk at my hostel, and she suggested that I go check out this lake called Lake Minnewanka, which is only like a 20 minutes drive from where I am right here in Banff right now. So I think I'm gonna go do that. It looked really pretty in the pictures, although the pictures were all from summer, and it's probably gonna look a little bit different now that it's freezing cold and also just starting to snow.
No road trip, short or long, starts without a stop at Tim Hortons.
Still on my way over to the lake, but I had to pull over because I found this gem of a location on my way, and look how beautiful it is. It is crazy. So I've made it here to the Lake Minnewanka, and I'm definitely a little pissed at myself right now for showing up here so late and wasting so much time at the hostel. I only really have an hour before the sun goes down, because it's like 4 o'clock right now and the sun sets at 5, and I'm just like struggling right now to find the best spot so that I can explore as much as I can in this little window of time I have left. Guys, it is my final day here in Alberta, and last night I actually had a bit of a rough night. I came back from the lake, I saw some of my friends from here in the hostels just chilling at the bar, and then they invited me over for some drinks. I thought originally I was just gonna get one beer, but you know, one thing led to another. By the end of the night, I think I had already had maybe 6 beers, and I'm just waking up. I am still pretty hungover, but because it's my last day, I want to make the most out of it. We're gonna go out, do some exploring. By the way, it's freezing outside right now. It's -7 and snowing. So this is something I really wanted to do yesterday, but because we ended up going to the lake, there just wasn't enough time afterwards because it was already dark by the time I came back. However, today we're gonna go check out the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel and also explore around Banff a little bit more. Before I do that, I really need some liquid in my body because I'm just so dehydrated from all the beers I had last night. So I'm gonna go find a coffee shop. I just had a delicious Mexican bowl and a coffee at this cafe called Seed and Salt. It's actually the same cafe I went to on my first night here in Banff, and both the times, guys, the food has been absolutely delicious. I would definitely recommend this place if you ever come to Banff.
Alright guys, now let's go explore around this town a little bit more, and honestly, I could be walking around this place all day and still not run out of things to do because as you can see, this place is just so beautiful. There's mountains and lakes all around me, and it's so great for a backpacker like me because exploring doesn't cost any money, so I don't necessarily have to go out there and spend on other more expensive activities. What I love the most about solo travel is the flexibility and freedom to choose my own path and going when and where I want at my own pace without having to worry about disappointing anyone. It allows me to be selfish, but in a good way. So I just got a chicken wrap and coffee, and it was around $9 for both of these things, which is definitely kind of cheap considering most places, restaurants, cafes are really expensive here in Banff because it's a very touristy town. One of the things I like to do while traveling is to take little breaks from my adventures and find coffee shops so I can review all the footage that I've shot, charge up my camera batteries, and also get some of my editing done on the go. Alright guys, so behind me right here is the iconic Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel that I was telling you guys about, and the crazy thing about this property is that it first opened its doors back in 1888. Yes, that's how old this hotel is, and I was just curious to see how much it actually costs to stay in a place like this, especially in the slow season, which is right now, and it still costs over $400 for one of their standard rooms. So definitely not a place for someone who's on a backpacker's budget. It's not just any hotel, it's actually considered to be a National Historic Site. I really wish I could have shown you guys what this place looks like from inside because it's literally a palace, but just because of COVID there were a lot of restrictions in place, so I didn't want to be that guy who walks into a hotel where he doesn't belong. So this is it for the video guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.